Hey Flower Buds, it's Lavender, and it is officially October, Halloween time. To get started, I thought it'd be a great chance for myself into the Ghoul Trooper from Fortnite. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make the Ghoul Trooper costume. I do a bunch of costume tutorials and makeup tutorials for different characters, so subscribe my channel to see some more, and like this video, that really helps me out. And then in my next video, I'm going to show you how to do the face paint for the Ghoul Trooper so you can complete this look. Okay, let's get into it. Let's make this Ghoul Trooper costume from Fortnite. Okay, so to make this costume, all you really need is some black clothes and some white paint. I got some black sweatpants right here and some white paint, and I'm painting on the bones. So for the bones, there's one long bone up top where the thigh is, and then there is a triangle for the kneecap, and then two bones on the lower leg. Any paint totally works. If you want to be able to wash what you make, use a fabric paint, because with that, it is washable. I'm just freehanding this. It doesn't gotta be perfect, and it's pretty easy. It's just like basically painting on lines. Some tips is you might want to go over this like 3 times to make sure the white is really vibrant. And if you don't want the paint to transfer onto the backside of the pant, then you can put like a trash bag inside of it. These sweatpants were actually pretty thick and the paint didn't transfer to the back. Okay, and this is one more detail up top. I'm just making like a bone looking shape up top. Really don't know how to describe that, just like 2 bumps. This is what we've done so far, and then you repeat this for the other leg. Okay, and then there's some bones in the middle. It's kind of like an N shape, and then you draw it outwards onto the hips. And then you just do that on both sides. Okay, now that we have the pants done for now I'm starting on the top. So I'm starting with an old t-shirt that I have, and I'm cutting the sleeves off. You can also just use a tank top, but this is what I had, so I'm using it. And it had some frou-frou lace on it, so I'm cutting that off as well. Okay, so now I'm going to paint a rib cage on here. I'm starting with a line straight down the middle, and that will help me space out the other bones, see where they go. After that, we have some thin collarbones up top. And then below that are 5 bones on either side. So I'm grabbing a piece of paper to help me space them out, and I'm making markings where they're gonna go. And then you just extend from those lines that we just made. It's kind of like a curve, so you do that for each one. And now we just do the same thing for the other side. This top we're making is going to go over a long sleeve top that's going to have the arm bones painted on it. I'm doing it this way because that's how the Ghoul Trooper looks. If you don't want to use 2 shirts like I'm using, you can just use one. Just use a long sleeve one and paint the rib cage on that. Okay, so now that I have the rib cage done, I'm going to do the spinal cord. So this is the belt I'm going to be using. And so I cut out little rectangles that are the same size, using it as a template, and I'm tracing them and then just filling them in. And now I'm going back to the pants and doing the same thing on them, just 2 rectangles, and then the belt is going to make up like the 5th rectangle. Okay, and here is the top and the bottoms. And next we're gonna do the long sleeve top that goes under this no sleeve top. Moving on to the last piece that we need to paint is the shirt. And yeah, we're just doing it again, painting on some bones. Up top is 1 long bone, and then on the bottom on the forearm are 2 long bones. After you do it to both sides, this is what it looks like. Okay, we are all done painting the costume. Now I'm going to show you all the accessories you need if you fully want to complete the look. On my head, I'm wearing a tactical hood thing that looks like this. And then some black fabric around the neck. You can use like an infinity scarf. If you look at the Ghoul Trooper, you can tell he has some like loose black fabric around his neck. Some fingerless gloves. And then a belt that has a clasp that's like a rectangle. Put everything together, and this is what it looks like. I love how easy this costume is. All you really need is some black clothes and white paint, and then the only accessory you really need is that white hood thing. And then you just paint your face like this. I'll show you this in my next video, and then you're good to go. Here are some other videos you can watch, and click on my face right there, subscribe my channel. Okay, have a blooming day, and I'll see you next time.